So, for human beings, it's natural for human beings to avoid discomfort, to avoid anything that causes them pain or makes them feel uncomfortable or makes them feel afraid. Right? It's a natural thing. We all agree on that, right? Okay. So, here's the thing. Taking it straight into the racial issue that we're dealing with right now. Whitey people feel uncomfortable around black people, especially if they're in, or especially that black person's. It's funny. Whitey people feel uncomfortable around black people when they outnumber them. They feel uncomfortable around black people when black people outnumber them in a locale or in a situation or whatever. So they feel uncomfortable. Whitey people feel uncomfortable discussing race, talking about different things. Okay? So they want to avoid them. Okay? So racism is where you have the literal power to affect the remedy for your discomfort on the source of your discomfort. That's racism. That's power. You see what's going on right now? Trump, white man, white supremacist government. They are uncomfortable with all the talk we've had about DEI. We're talking about critical race theory, talking about being woke. They're uncomfortable talking about the history of what was done to black people in this country. So, what did whitey people do? They used their power to impugn and affect the remedy, or the apparent remedy, or the believed remedy for their discomfort on the source of their discomfort, meaning black people. So the remedy was, let's get rid of affirmative action. Let's sue and sue and sue over decades until we get affirmative actions taken down. Let's ban books. Let's go after wokeism. Let's co-opt the term black fatigue. And let's end all DEI program and let's delete literal any kind of racial data from the system, right? Let's gaslight black people by teasing that we're going to pardon white supremacist murkers and stuff like that. This is power. This is racism. So let me say this one time for you whitey folks listening. What your government is doing right now, unapologetically said, in service to whitey people, that is racism. What the Trump administration is doing, how they're operating, the things they've been doing specifically to black people. I mean, you're uncomfortable with our history, with what we say our truths, and you feel you have an entitled right to go into the African American Museum of History and demand that the African American Museum, which is a museum dedicated to black people, to African history, you have a right to demand. Not only do they fundamentally alter the raison d'etre for the museum, you feel you have some right, and you're actually demanding, you're actually instituting power to extract exhibits that make you feel uncomfortable from a museum that is about the people that make you feel uncomfortable. That is power, and that is racism. And if you support this administration doing this stuff, you voted for this administration as a whitey person because you agree, you're frustrated with all this thing, and you feel you're subject to black fatigue, your support empowers the white supremacist, white majority government that's impugning your desires on a population of people who lack the numbers and institutional and societal support to stop you. That is racism. That is power. So when we say the Trump government and the Republican Party and the GOP and MAGA, QAnon, and all these people are racist, that is what we mean.